So this is pretty nuts. This is Baraboo, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just say this before we click to this. About, I don't know, close to 12 years ago. I don't know when it is. We'll play it soon, actually, because we're coming up in the season. I was invited on CNN to debate with the head of Women for America, a guy named Bob Knight. Concerned Women for America, who's head of the organization, was a guy named Bob Knight. And at that time, they couldn't find a woman to lead.
I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
This was.
I got the concerned part, not the woman part. I'm concerned.
This is all the way back in the aughts.
He was the greatest ally ever.
And he was on. We were having, I guess, a debate about the war on Christmas. And he brought up, I think it was a school in Wisconsin, where they were not singing, they were not using the name Jesus in Silent Night. They had changed the words or something. Now, of course, they had done this like 5 or 6 years earlier, and it was one school.
What did they change the words to? Like Earth Mother Night or
Old
something?
Cold Night or something. I don't know what it was.
Thank you, Mother Earth.
And, yeah.
Sing it, children.
He was... you cherry pick these things, and his argument is like, this is a slippery slope. Yes, it's only one school that is saying this, but the concept of a slippery slope in and of itself is not sound in a vacuum, right? It's a function of like, how much of a danger if we head in this direction? How likely is heading in that direction? What are the trends that are going on? So it's one thing to cherry pick something and say, hey, this is a real problem. What are the contexts that are leading to this? Are we seeing other things in society that are creating an environment where something like this happens? And therefore, is it dangerous? Back in the Air America days, we would talk about state lawmakers who were introducing all sorts of crazy bills, and I remember we would get criticized by journalists like, you can find that guy, who's introducing that crazy bill that like fetuses can feel pain, in Iowa or Indiana or something like that, but that's never going to be law unless, of course, and then of course it is. Then you have like full states, legislatures voting on it, and maybe it getting vetoed by a governor sometimes, maybe not. So with all of those caveats said, here is a picture from Baraboo, Wisconsin. These are high school students at the local high school, and I don't know if Baraboo is this an official account? I don't know if it is.
I don't think it was an official city account. I'll look here.
I'm trying to find my story on it. I have it right.
Oh, it calls itself a parody account of Baraboo. So we all did a Baraboo City, Wisconsin parody account. So that's what originally posted this. Now the tweets are protected.
I see. Interesting.
Seems like a good idea.
It's a protected parody account.
Lori M. Muller, the Baraboo School District Superintendent, wrote to parents on Monday saying the photo was taken last spring. She said it was not taken on school property or at a school-sponsored event, but others in the community said the photos were associated with the school's junior prom. All these kids are dressed in a suit. Let's take a look at this picture. Can you get it up? There are a ton of kids. And they're all giving the Nazi salute.
Almost all.
Whoa.
All.
They're engaging in an open exchange of ideas.
That's right.
Be a little respectful.
Jeez.
And it is all at the thing. Now, there's one or two kids who are not. And one of them is this kid up in the far right of the frame. And his name is his name Jordan Blue?
Yep, and I retweeted him on Twitter recently. He's on Twitter.
Okay, and he didn't salute. And we have apparently he posted something as to an explanation of this. Is that right? One parent called the Baraboo high school environment stifling. There were a lot of Confederate flag tattoos and people throwing the N-word around, but there wasn't a super diverse population at the time. This is someone whose kid went there in 2012. And here is Jordan Blue. He posted, apparently this picture just went live in the past day or so, and so he posted this yesterday. My name is Jordan Blue. I'm the boy captured in the photo to the far right. The photo was taken during our junior prom photos. Clearly, I'm uncomfortable with what was happening. I couldn't leave the photo as it was taken within 5 seconds. The photographer took the photos, telling us to make the sign. I knew what my morals were and that it was not to salute something I firmly didn't believe in. I attended BHS, that's probably Baraboo High School. These classmates have bullied me since entering middle school. I've struggled with it my entire life and nothing has changed. These are the boy of class of 2019. Nothing has been done, and my question is, with anything, and I think it's supposed to be, will anything ever be done? I truly and firmly believe we need to make a change to this horrible act. It needs to stop. Bullying, immaturity, and just taking things as a joke. And look, the bottom line is, when the President of the United States gives some tacit approval for this stuff, it starts to infect the society. And I imagine the majority of these kids, maybe it's a hope, but I believe it's the case, will look back on this and feel some regret as they get older and understand the implications. But not all of them. This guy right here, he's, flashing the white power sign.
Can we never get another blog about how that's not technically a white power symbol after this? Is it just a coincidence that he's throwing that up as everyone's sig-heiling?
Right. I mean, but the idea that they're not, that it's, that it's even like we're at the point where they could do this as a joke without context. Like, I mean, I get, like, look, I've watched the Springtime for Hitler and and the producers. It's hilarious. But this is not that joke. This is, look what we can do.
Yeah, like, what's the joke?
Right.
They don't leave any ambiguity there. When they say we even got the black kid to throw it up, which, by the way, it doesn't look like he is. I'm not sure. But it's clear they know exactly
right.
what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
The joke is, look what we can get away with. And that's the way these things progress. So, real problem. All right.